Paneer Tikka Masala. It's a very simple recipe, and here are the ingredients. You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of garam masala, and you're gonna need red chili powder. You can add this as you go, just depends on your spicy taste.
Yeah, if you don't have, this can be paprika or serrano peppers. If you want it more spicy, use serrano pepper, chili, or if you don't want it very spicy, use paprika.
And then you're gonna need paneer.
This is the cheese we made today.
Yeah, we have a lot of it, so you can just use as much as you need. I've got 8 cloves of garlic, but it can depend on your taste. I've got some green chili and ginger paste. I've got 1.5 onions that are just very coarsely chopped. And then I have like some vegetable, like some onion small chunks and bell pepper chunks that are bite-sized. You're gonna need 2 cans of tomato sauce and salt and ghee. You can use butter, oil, anything, but we're using ghee. And then you're gonna need a pot to cook in. A thick bottom pan is better. Can opener, your spoon to mix with, and a food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can also use Vitamix or a blender or whatever you have at home.
Okay. Do you want to?
So we're gonna add our onions in our food processor.
We had some leftover green onions, so we're gonna use that. And then garlic.
And our chili and ginger paste. Okay. And then we will grind until it's a nice puree. Stop it. Give it a stir. That's good. So as you can see, it's a nice pureed texture. Yeah, I mean you can finely chop it, but it has a much better texture if you grind it up. So, okay. So we have our pan now, and we have added about 1/4 cup of oil or of ghee. You can add a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how much you need. And I'm gonna let this heat up a little bit. And I've got it on a medium heat. Okay. And then I'm gonna add, forgot to tell this with the ingredients, this is cumin. I'm gonna add one of these spoons, is about 1 teaspoon of cumin. And we're gonna let that pop.
Sizzle.
You can start hearing the crackling noises. Okay, it's starting to crackle. So, and you can see now the ghee is like a complete oil. You don't see any protein. Mix it a little bit. And then we're gonna add our onion Yuri. Don't do that. Splatter. This dish will serve about 8 to 12 servings. And yeah, it's a bigger, you can also cut this portion like this in half. Like it makes a lot. And then you're gonna stir this. As you can see that we needed that oil because it's a lot of paste. You're gonna constantly mix because it does stick. It does tend to stick. So you're gonna cook this on a medium heat and mix until you get it to where the oil starts to separate.
And it's low brown.
Okay, so as you can see, our oils have started to separate. It's only halfway through the onion cooking process, but to make the process go to the brown stage, you want this to become brown, we're gonna add salt to taste, and so it can start sweating, and it'll really help this process go faster, and you've already added your salt. So just add enough salt for your taste. You can always add more salt later. I'm gonna continue to stir. You can definitely see that it's become much thicker. You want those waters to evaporate. So, and you want to make sure that you should be able to do that, and it should not be sticking at all. If it's sticking, then that means you need more oil. So you can see it's browning up a little bit more. It's not like green anymore. So as you can see, it's been about like 5 to 10 minutes since we've been cooking it, since we've added the salt. And it's really thickened up, it smells amazing. And we are gonna add our seasonings now. So I've got about 2 to 2.5 teaspoons of red chili powder and our 1 teaspoon of garam masala. As I said, you can add as you need, like add like your taste. And I'm gonna stir it in. I'm stirring like this, that way it doesn't get stuck over here. I'm gonna mix it in nicely. And then we're gonna slowly add our tomato sauce. That way we can slowly rehydrate the spices. Add that, mix it in. Okay, I'm gonna add some more. You really want to make sure you add it slowly by slowly. Okay. So this is after we've added the 2 cans of tomato sauce slowly. We didn't want you guys to have to watch that. It does take a while. You want to make sure that you add it slowly. That way everything properly gets cooked. Because if the flavors aren't, like if it doesn't cook enough, then the flavors don't bring out as much. So at this point, I'm gonna try it. That much. It's delicious. I think it's gonna need some more salt. So I'm gonna add more salt. And I think this is wonderful. Okay, so I tasted it, we added more salt, and I'm gonna add some milk. You can add cream, sour cream, cream cheese, you can really add any creamy thing. But I'm gonna add my milk and I'm gonna mix it until it becomes like a beautiful orange color. You wanna make sure that you don't add too much to where it's like light. So I'm gonna add just a tad bit more. I think that's good enough right now. And I just put in my tomato can, that way it kind of washes it up. Look at that, it's beautiful. That's the perfect orange you want. I mean, if you want to, you can add a little bit more milk. I like it more milky, so I'm gonna add more milk. And I'm gonna raise the heat a little bit more. It just gets very hot, so. And we're gonna let that boil. And just let everything kind of cook together. Okay, so we left our gravy here with the cover on a medium slow heat. And while this is going on, we are going to stir fry our paneer, veggies, and I just dropped one. Our this is an optional thing. We had cashews and raisins, so we'll also stir fry that. So I'm gonna start with, I put some oil in my pan and I have it on a medium heat, and I'm gonna add some of my paneer in here. And we have a lot of paneer, like about 2 gallons worth of paneer. Brown our paneer. As you can see, it has like little golden color, like right there. So I'm just gonna stir it. So you want it to be just nicely brown.
And you're adding ghee, and it smells really good.
So ghee gives a much nicer flavor than oil, but oil and butter is totally fine.
And this is not something we eat every day. This is pretty heavy in calories, but it's one of the treats that we all love it as family.
So as you can see, it's a very beautiful brown. It's not too crispy, just right. Beautiful. So I'm gonna add just a small pinch of black pepper, very small pinch, and a small pinch of salt. That way it doesn't, make your curry taste different because you didn't have enough salt. Okay, and then I'll turn off the gas. Okay. So we did forget to tell you, I know we missed a lot of ingredients, but you need to add about 1 tablespoon of sugar. You can add this at this time, it doesn't change it at all. And I'm gonna add that, and I'm gonna give it a good stir. And it's very beautiful. I'm gonna mix in the oil. So my paneer is very nicely browned, so I'm gonna start adding it in our gravy. Okay, so I've already added my paneer and I've stirred it in very lightly. You want to make sure that you don't stir aggressively, otherwise it's gonna like mush up. And I've added 1 more spoon of ghee, and I've added my nuts and raisins. And I'm gonna let those kind of cook a little bit, toast them a little bit.
Again, salt and pepper.
And I'm gonna do some salt and pepper again. Pepper. And then, as you can see, it kind of has like a little brown color over here, and it's getting brown. So at this stage, we're gonna add in our veggies. Now, the purpose of the veggies is to add like a crunch, and I'm gonna add some more salt to them. And but so you don't want to cook your veggies too much. You want it to still be crunchy. And like I said, I didn't say this, but this whole part is totally optional. Okay, so our veggies are pretty much done cooking. Our nuts and raisins are looking beautiful. And we are now going to add in our veggies in our gravy with the paneer. takes a few spoons to do this. Okay, so we've added in our veggies now, and once again, I'm sorry that I did not put a few ingredients when we were doing the ingredients, but I'm gonna, for garnish and for taste, I'm adding some freshly chopped cilantro. Yeah. So there you have it, our Paneer Tikka Masala. Okay, so we're gonna do the taste test. We've got it on some basmati rice. You can eat it with naan or anything you want, but get some of the bell pepper. I hope you guys tried this recipe, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and